The courtroom is cold. Too cold. Or maybe that's just me. Derek's lawyer stands up, confident, polished, expensive suit. Your Honor, the defendant stole family home funds to purchase her property. Funds that were designated for both siblings. I grip the edge of the table. My knuckles go white. Across the aisle I see them. Mom and Dad, sitting behind Derek. Not behind me, behind him, against me. My daughter Emma tugs my sleeve. She's 8 years old. Shouldn't be here. But childcare fell through. She whispers, "Why is Grandma sitting over there?" I can't answer. Can't explain. Can't tell her that sometimes families choose sides, and sometimes you're not the chosen one. My lawyer, Claire, touches my arm. "Tessa, are you ready?" I nod, find my voice, steady it, make it strong. Your Honor, I have documentation. Bank records, receipts, proof of every dollar I earned and saved to buy my home. Derek's lawyer smiles, like he was waiting for this. We have documentation too, Your Honor. He slides papers across to the judge. A loan agreement, signed by the defendant, acknowledging she received $50,000 from the family trust fund, with a promise to repay or provide equivalent housing access. My stomach drops. I lean forward, squint at the document, see my signature, but it looks wrong. The loops, the slant, similar, but wrong. I didn't sign that, I say. Claire leans in, whispers urgently. Tessa, we've never seen this agreement. This wasn't in discovery. The judge looks up, studies the document, studies me. Miss Callahan, are you claiming this signature is forged? Yes, Your Honor. Derek shifts in his seat, uncomfortable. For just a second, the judge makes a note. We'll need handwriting verification. I'm setting a date for expert analysis. Court is adjourned until further notice. The gavel sounds. Final. Ominous. Emma squeezes my hand. Mommy, what happened? We're going home, baby, but I'm not sure we'll have one much longer. My name is Tessa Callahan. I'm 34 years old. Single mother of 2, Emma, 8, Noah, 6. I've been raising myself since I was 12. That's when I became the responsible one, the one who made sure homework got done, bills got paid, fridge stayed full, while Derek got to be the troubled one, the creative one, the one who needed understanding, needed second chances, needed rescue, always rescue. When he crashed his car at 16, I helped pay the insurance increase from my part-time job at the grocery store. When he dropped out of college, Mom said, he's finding himself. When I graduated with honors, she said, that's nice, dear. When he got evicted, they let him move home. When I got pregnant with Emma, Dad said, you made your choice. Family came first. That was the rule. But only when Derek needed something. When I needed help with the kids, they were busy. When I needed a loan for a car, they didn't have extra. When Derek needed rent money, they wanted to help their son. I learned early. Accept the blame. Take the burden. Don't complain. Don't expect. Don't ask. That was my role. The responsible one. The one who didn't need help. Because needing help meant being weak, like Derek. And there was only room for one weak child. Sitting in the courthouse hallway now, Claire reviews her notes. Tessa, this loan agreement, you really never saw it before? Never. And the signature? It's close, but it's not mine. We need to prove that. I know. She looks at me seriously. This could get expensive. Court costs, expert fees. Are you prepared? I look at Emma, coloring in a notebook, trying to make sense of why Grandma won't look at her. I don't have a choice. Everyone has a choice. Not when your home is at stake. Claire nods, packs her briefcase. I'll file for the handwriting analysis. Stay strong. She leaves. I sit there, in the cold hallway, with my daughter, and I wonder, how did it come to this? Outside the courthouse, I try to talk to Mom. She's walking to her car, Dad's arm around her, like she's the victim here. Mom, please, can we just talk? She flinches, actually flinches, away from me, like my pain is contagious, like my desperation might infect her. Why are you doing this? I ask. My voice cracks. I hate that it cracks. She looks at me, finally looks at me, and her eyes are hard. Derek needs help, Tessa. He has nothing. You have a house. I have a house I bought. With my money, that I earned. You have resources. He doesn't. Because I work. Because I plan. Because I don't expect everyone to rescue me. Dad steps forward, his face red, angry. Stop acting like a victim. Those words, like a slap. I'm not acting like anything. Derek is suing me. For money I never took, trying to take my children's home. If you just help your brother, I've been helping him my whole life. When does it stop? When you stop being selfish. Selfish. The word I've heard since childhood, anytime I wanted something for myself. Anytime I said no, anytime I had boundaries. Selfish. Emma is watching, hearing all of this. I take her hand. Come on, baby. We walk to the car. Behind me, I hear Mom crying. Soft, performative, Dad comforting her, like I'm the one who hurt them. In the car, Emma asks, is Grandpa mad at you? I swallow hard. Force a smile. No, baby. It feels like lying. To protect adults who don't deserve protection. Our home is safe, I tell her. I promise her. Even though I'm not sure, even though I'm terrified, our home is safe. My phone buzzes. Text from Derek. Settle. Give me a room in the house or $30,000 cash. Drop it and we're done. My hands shake, reading his words. The casual extortion. The entitlement. Like my home is his backup plan. I screenshot the text. Forward it to Claire. She responds immediately. This is extortion adjacent. Keep everything. Don't respond. I don't. I just drive home, to the house Derek wants to take, and I remember why I can't let that happen. Flashback. 2 years ago. Closing day. I signed my name 47 times. Hand cramping, heart soaring. The realtor handed me the keys. Congratulations, Miss Callahan, you're a homeowner. I drove the kids to the house. Their house. Our house. Emma ran through the empty rooms, shouting, echoing. This is my room, Noah. This one's yours. Noah spun in circles, arms out, laughing. I stood in the kitchen, looking at the counters, the sink, the window overlooking the backyard, and I cried, because it finally felt like stability, like safety, like I'd done something right. I'd saved for 3 years. Every extra shift, every tax refund, every dollar I could scrape together. 20% down payment, because I wanted low mortgage payments, wanted security, wanted to never worry about landlords, about rent increases, about eviction notices. This was ours, built by me, for them. My phone rings, pulls me back to present. Unknown number, I answer. Miss Callahan? Yes? This is Stuart from Pacific Title. We need to discuss a notice we received. My stomach drops. What notice? A legal dispute notice, filed by Derek Callahan, claiming interest in your property. He has no interest. I bought this house myself. We understand, but the notice creates a cloud on your title. Cloud on title. The words make me feel sick, like someone smeared mud on my front door. What does that mean? It means until the dispute is resolved, your ownership is questioned. You can't sell, can't refinance, can't use the equity. But I own it, I have the deed. Yes, but the dispute has to be resolved through court. I hang up, sit at my kitchen table, the one I bought at a yard sale, refinished myself, and I feel trapped in my own home. My phone buzzes again, text from my aunt. Tessa, your mother told me what you did. I can't believe you'd steal from family. The lies are spreading, fast, and I'm drowning. More texts come, from relatives I barely talk to, all the same message, disappointment, judgment, disbelief. My Aunt Carol calls, crying, why would you do that to Derek? He's struggling, he needed that money. I didn't take any money. Your mother said, what did she say exactly? That there was a family fund, for both of you, and you took it all for your house. There was no family fund. I saved my own money, every cent, but your father has receipts. My blood runs cold. What receipts? Proof that they helped you, that they gave you money. Ask them to show you those receipts. Really look at them. Tessa, please, Aunt Carol, ask for proof, not stories. Proof. She's quiet. I don't want to be in the middle of this. Then don't take sides without seeing evidence. She hangs up. 10 minutes later, she texts, your dad says he has bank statements, transfers to you. I know exactly what she's talking about. The emergency gifts, the ones I paid back, every single dollar. I pull up my records, my meticulous, obsessive records, because I always knew. One day, they'd use my vulnerability against me. 4 years ago, $500 emergency car repair. Paid back. 2 months later, $500. 3 years ago, $800 for kids' medical bills. Paid back. 3 months later, $800. 2 years ago, $12 for deposit on apartment before I bought the house. Paid back. 4 months later, $1,200. Every gift returned, with thank you notes, with proof. I screenshot everything. Send it to Claire. These are the receipts my dad is showing people. Here's proof I paid every cent back. She responds, good, we'll need this. Also, Derek's lawyer just filed to request your full bank statements. They want to dig through my finances, look for anything they can twist. Any vulnerability. I'm so tired. But I start gathering documents, because I have to, because if I don't, they'll take everything. It's 11 p.m., kids are asleep. I sit at my kitchen table, surrounded by papers, Bank statements, receipts, tax returns, highlighting, organizing, building a timeline, every deposit, every withdrawal, every dollar accounted for. The exhaustion is bone deep, but the numbers tell the truth. Clearly. Undeniably. I bought this house with my savings, $42,000, my inheritance from grandma, $8,000, my bonus from work, $5,000. Total down payment, $55,000. Not a dollar from my parents, not a dollar from Derek, not a dollar from any family fund. I find something else. Scanning through old statements, transfers from my parents to Derek, regular, monthly, labeled rent. But Derek lived at home, no rent required. These were just payments, support. While I was saving every penny, they were funding his lifestyle, $800 a month. For 2 years, $19,200 total, more than they ever gave me. I screenshot it all, add it to my evidence folder, not to use against them, just to remember, to remind myself. This isn't about me being ungrateful. This is about them creating a narrative where Derek is the victim, and I'm the villain, because I succeeded, because I didn't need rescue, because I built something. My phone lights up, unknown number calling. I don't answer, it keeps ringing, finally stops. Voicemail notification appears. I listen. It's Derek. Tessa, this is stupid. Just give me what I'm asking for, and this all goes away. You're being difficult for no reason. We could work this out, but if you keep fighting, you'll lose. And even if you win, you'll be broke from lawyer fees. Think about it. His voice is casual, friendly almost. Like he's doing me a favor, threatening to bankrupt me. I save the voicemail, forward it to Claire. She responds immediately. He's escalating. This helps us. Keep documenting. I sit in the dark, in my kitchen, in the home I built. And I realize the lawsuit isn't about money. It's about control. It's about teaching me a lesson. That I don't get to succeed without permission. Don't get to have something they didn't give me. Don't get to be independent. I was supposed to struggle, be grateful for scraps, need them, but I didn't. And that's my real crime. The next afternoon, I'm at work when my phone rings. Tessa, it's Claire. We have a problem. What kind of problem? Derek showed up at your house. My heart stops. When? About an hour ago. Your neighbor called me, said he was on your porch, knocking, yelling. Are the kids okay? They're at school. But Tessa, your neighbor recorded him. Recorded what? Audio, from her Ring doorbell. It picked up what he said. What did he say? That if you don't settle, he'll call child services. Raise concerns about the kids' welfare. I can't breathe. Pure terror. Then rage. Hot, clean, clarifying. He threatened my children? Yes, and we have proof. Send me the recording. I'm sending it now, also sending it to the judge. This changes things. I listen to the recording. Derek's voice, clear, unmistakable. She thinks she can ignore me? Fine, I'll make calls. Tell them she's unstable, that the kids aren't safe. Let's see how that goes for her. He's laughing. Actually laughing, about threatening to take my children. I forward it to my evidence folder, screenshot the timestamp, document everything. Because this is war now. Not family drama. War. And I'm protecting my kids. Whatever it takes. Claire calls back. Tessa, your neighbor, is her name Bethany? Yes. She's willing to provide a written statement. She saw and heard everything. Really? She said she's watched you raise those kids alone. She's not letting anyone threaten them. I start crying right there in my office because I've felt so alone for so long, and someone saw. Someone cared enough to help. Thank you, I whisper. Thank Bethany. And Tessa? Yeah? The handwriting expert report came in. My breath catches. And? The signature is inconsistent with your verified signatures. The expert says it's likely forged. Someone tried to copy your signature but made mistakes. So it's not mine. It's not yours. Relief washes over me, then fear. What happens now? The judge will order Derek to explain where he got this document, under oath. And if he lies, then he's committed perjury and fraud. This could get criminal. I hang up, sit at my desk, and I realize Derek thought I'd fold, thought I'd be scared, thought I'd settle to avoid conflict, because that's what I always did. Stay small, keep peace, accept less, but not this time. This time, I'm fighting. For my home, for my kids, for every dollar I earned. And I'm not stopping. 2 weeks later, we're back in court. Derek's lawyer stands to explain the forged document. Your Honor, my client obtained this agreement from his parents. They witnessed Miss Callahan sign it 3 years ago. The judge looks skeptical. The handwriting expert determined this signature is inconsistent with verified samples. Are you claiming the expert is wrong? We're claiming Miss Callahan's parents can verify the document's authenticity. Then I'm issuing subpoenas. Both parents will testify under oath about this agreement. Mom gasps, audibly. From across the courtroom, Dad goes rigid. For the first time, their lies have consequences. Real consequences. Legal consequences. Derek leans over to his lawyer, whispers frantically. His lawyer stands again. Your Honor, perhaps we can resolve this without involving... The document is in question. The parents claim to have witnessed it. They'll testify. That's final. Court adjourns. In the hallway, Mom rushes to me, face pale. Tessa, please. Don't make us do this. I'm not making you do anything. You chose to support a forged document. We didn't know it was forged. Then why does the expert say it is? Maybe they made a mistake. Or maybe Derek forged my signature, and you backed his lie. Dad pulls her away. Stop talking to her. This is ridiculous. That night, Mom calls me, sobbing. Please, Tessa, just settle this. Give Derek something, anything. Make this go away. Why should I? Because he's your brother. And I'm your daughter, but you're suing me. We're not suing you. He is. You're sitting on his side, telling everyone I'm a thief, supporting forged documents. What's the difference? We just want peace in this family. Then tell Derek to drop the lawsuit. He won't. He needs this. He needs to take my children's home? He needs help, Tessa, and you won't give it. I've given enough. You've always been selfish. There it is again. That word. I'm done, Mom. I hang up. Block her number. Block Dad's. Block Derek's. I'm done listening to their version of reality. Where my success is selfish. Where their demands are reasonable. Where I'm the problem. I text Claire. My parents are going to claim they witnessed me sign that document. They'll lie under oath. Then we prove they're lying. How? With everything you've documented. The timeline doesn't match. The expert report contradicts them. And we have Derek's threats on record. Will that be enough? It has to be. I learned something new from a mutual friend. Derek owes money, real money, to someone who isn't patient, someone who expects payment. He borrowed $40,000 for a business venture. That failed. Now he's desperate, needs an asset to leverage, needs cash, needs anything. And my house looked like a solution. This was never about family funds, never about fairness. It was about Derek being broke and my parents being embarrassed. Their image mattered more than truth, more than me, more than their grandchildren's home. I stopped feeling guilty. Stop questioning myself. Stop wondering if I'm wrong. I feel angry, clean, pure anger. The kind that clarifies, that strengthens, that says no more. Derek sends another text from a new number. Last chance. Settle or I'll destroy you. I screenshot it. Send it to Claire. She responds, he's panicking. Good. The next day Derek sends a voice note. I almost don't listen, but Claire says I should. His voice fills my car. You know what, Tessa? Even if I lose this case, you're ruined. You've spent what? $5,000 on lawyers? 10? More? By the time this is over, you'll be broke. Paying legal fees for years, so really I'm not losing. You are. Either you give me what I want, or you pay more fighting me than you would have just giving me the money. Think about that. It's a threat. A promise. To financially destroy me. Even if he loses. I feel sick. But Claire sounds excited. Tessa, this is perfect. This shows malicious intent. Financial abuse. This helps us. How? Because we can request sanctions, attorney fees, penalties. The judge can order him to pay your costs if we prove he filed this suit in bad faith. Will that work? With his threats on record? His forged document? His admission that he never loaned you money? Yes, it could work. He admitted that? Not on this recording. But do you have anything else? Any other conversations where he said something incriminating? I think back. 3 weeks ago, before the lawsuit, Derek called me from Mom's kitchen, put him on speaker while my friend Hannah was visiting. He'd said, I rush home, search my phone, find the voicemail from 3 weeks ago. Derek's voice, casual, honest. Look, I know I never actually loaned you money, but I think I deserve a piece of what you have. We're family, and family shares, so just give me a room, or cash, whatever. I'll file something official if I have to. Mom and Dad will back me. They always do. Time-stamped, saved, proof. I send it to Claire. She calls immediately. Tessa, this is it. This is what we need. Will the judge allow it? I'll file a motion. If he allows it, this ends Derek's case immediately. Do it. It'll upset your parents. The recording makes them look complicit. I don't care. And I mean it, I really don't care anymore. Claire files the motion to admit Derek's recording. His lawyer objects, calls it irrelevant hearsay, but Claire argues. This recording is directly relevant. It shows the plaintiff's state of mind, his admission that no loan occurred, his statement that he would fabricate a lawsuit with his parents' support. It goes to the heart of his claims. The judge schedules a hearing to determine admissibility. Derek's lawyer fights hard. This was a private conversation, recorded without consent. It's a voicemail voluntarily left on my client's phone. No consent required. The judge reads the transcript. His face remains neutral, professional, but I see something. A tightening around his eyes, disgust, maybe, at the words, at the manipulation. I'll allow the recording. It's probative and relevant. We'll hear it at the next hearing. Derek's face goes white. His lawyer starts whispering urgently. Mom looks at Dad, confused, scared. That night, Mom texts from a new number. If you play that recording in court, you'll destroy this family. Please, I'm begging you, don't do this. I look at my kids. Emma doing homework, Noah building with blocks, safe in their home, their rooms, their space. I text back. I'm not destroying anything, I'm protecting my children, that's my family. She doesn't respond. The next day, Dad calls from someone else's phone. I answer. Mistake. You're really gonna do this? Humiliate us in public? I'm gonna tell the truth. The truth is Derek needed help and you refused. The truth is Derek forged a document and you backed his lie. We did no such thing. Then explain why you'll testify. You watched me sign something the expert says is forged. Silence. Dad, you've always been difficult, and you've always chosen him over me. That's not true. It's been true my entire life. I'm just finally seeing it clearly. I hang up. Block that number too. There's no conversation to have. No middle ground. Just their version of reality. And mine. And mine is built on documents. Proof truth. Court day arrives. I wear a simple dress, professional, calm. Emma stays with Hannah. Noah too. I don't want them there. Don't want them to hear what's coming. Derek walks in, smiling. Like he's already won. Like he always wins. But I see something in his eyes. Fear. Small. Hidden. But there. Because he knows what's on that recording. And he knows it destroys everything. The judge enters. We all rise. Sit. The formality feels surreal. Like theater. Claire stands. Your Honor, we'd like to play the recording we submitted. Proceed. She sets up the player. The courtroom is silent. I can hear breathing, shifting, the rustle of papers, then Derek's voice, filling the room, clear, undeniable. Look, I know I never actually loaned you money, but I think I deserve a piece of what you have. We're family, and family shares, so just give me a room or cash, whatever. I'll file something official if I have to. Mom and Dad will back me. They always do. The recording ends. Silence. Heavy. Thick. The judge looks at Derek. Mr. Callahan, do you deny this is your voice? Derek looks at his lawyer. His lawyer says, we need to verify. Is it your voice, Mr. Callahan? Derek swallows. Yes, but... And do you stand by your earlier testimony that you loaned your sister $50,000? That recording was taken out of context. Yes or no? Did you loan your sister money for her house? Silence. Long. Painful. No. The word hangs there. Mom makes a sound. Small. Wounded. The judge turns to her. Mrs. Callahan, you were prepared to testify that you witnessed your daughter sign a loan agreement? Mom looks terrified. I thought. Did you witness her sign this document? Derek showed it to us. That's not what I asked. Did you personally witness your daughter sign this specific document? No. But you were prepared to testify that you did? Derek said. Answer the question. She's crying now. I wanted to help my son. By committing perjury? I didn't know it was forged. The judge makes notes, looks at Derek's lawyer. Counselor, your client has admitted under oath that no loan occurred. The document he presented appears to be fraudulent. I'm referring this matter to the district attorney for review of possible forgery and fraud charges. Derek stands up. Your Honor, I didn't forge anything. My parents must have. Sit down, Mr. Callahan. He sits, face red, panicking. The judge continues. I'm dismissing the lawsuit with prejudice. Mr. Callahan, you're ordered to pay Miss Callahan's attorney fees and court costs. I'm also ordering you to file a release of the title cloud within 48 hours. He bangs the gavel. This court is adjourned. It's over. Just like that. Over. Derek's lawyer is gathering papers frantically. Mom is sobbing. Dad is frozen. Claire touches my arm. You won. I nod, but I don't feel victorious, just tired, so tired. Outside the courthouse, Mom reaches for me. Tessa, please. I step back, away from her. Don't. You're my daughter, and you chose him over me, over your grandchildren. You were willing to commit perjury. I was trying to help. You were trying to take my home, to help him steal from me. It wasn't like that. It was exactly like that, and now you have to live with it. Dad steps forward. You humiliated us, in public, in court. No, you humiliated yourselves. I just told the truth. I walk away, to my car, drive home, to my house. My home. That's safe now, finally safe. That evening I sit on my porch, watching the sunset. Emma and Noah play in the yard, laughing, free, unaware of what almost happened, of how close we came. Hannah comes over, sits beside me. How are you feeling? Numb, relieved, sad. Sad? I lost my family today. You didn't lose them. They chose to leave when they sided with Derek. I know, but it still hurts. It should. You loved them, even when they didn't deserve it. We sit in silence. Then Hannah says, for what it's worth, I'm proud of you. For what? For fighting, for protecting your kids, for not backing down. I didn't have a choice. Everyone has a choice. You chose correctly. Emma runs up. Mommy, can we have pizza for dinner? Absolutely. And can we watch a movie? Any movie you want. She runs back to Noah, tells him the news. They cheer. Simple joy. About pizza and movies, in their home. That's secure now, that's ours. I get a text from Claire. The title company confirmed the cloud is lifted, you're clear. Thank you for everything. You did the hard part, I just filed papers. You believed me. Because you had proof. Don't forget that lesson. I won't. Document everything. Trust but verify. Protect yourself. Because family doesn't always mean safety. Sometimes it means the opposite. That night, I hang a photo by the front door. From closing day, 2 years ago, me and the kids, in the empty living room, all smiling, all excited, all hopeful. That's what I'm protecting. That moment, that hope, that future. I change the locks, all of them. New keys, fresh start. My parents don't contact me, don't apologize, don't acknowledge what they did. And I realize I'm okay with that. I don't need their apology, don't need closure, don't need anything from them. I have what matters, my kids, my home, my peace. 6 months later, I receive a letter from Derek, forwarded through Claire. He can't contact me directly. Court order. The letter is short. I'm sorry. I was desperate. I made terrible choices. I hope someday you can forgive me. I read it once, then throw it away. Not out of anger, just indifference. His apology doesn't change what he did, doesn't undo the fear, the stress, the months of terror that my kids would lose their home. Words are easy, actions matter. And his actions were clear. He tried to steal from me. With our parents' help. That's who they are. I don't need to forgive that. Don't need to pretend it's okay. I just need to move forward. Without them. Emma asks sometimes, why don't we see Grandma and Grandpa anymore? Because they made choices that weren't safe for us. What kind of choices? Grown-up choices. That hurt our family. Do you miss them? Sometimes, but I'm okay. Me too. She goes back to playing. Resilient, adaptable. Kids are stronger than we think. Noah doesn't ask. He was too young to remember much. Just knows Grandma and Grandpa aren't around, like some kids' grandparents aren't. It's his normal. I build a new normal. One without them, without the guilt, the obligation, the constant feeling of not being enough. I have friends, real ones, like Hannah, who showed up, who stood witness, who believed me. I have neighbors like Bethany, who recorded Derek's threats, who cared enough to help. I have coworkers, who supported me, who covered shifts when I had court, who asked how I was doing, who meant it. That's family, not blood, but choice. People who show up, who see you, who protect you. That's what I'm teaching my kids. Family is who you choose, who chooses you back, who stands with you, not just who shares DNA. But 1 year later, I get a call from Aunt Carol, the one who questioned me, then went quiet. Tessa, I need to tell you something. What? I was wrong about everything. I believed your mother without questioning. I'm sorry. Okay. I heard what happened in court, what Derek admitted, what your parents tried to do. From who? From your mother. She called me crying, but the story she told didn't make sense, so I asked to see the court records. And I saw the truth. I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. I'm quiet. Processing. Thank you for telling me. Can I see you and the kids? Why? Because you're my niece, and they're my family. And I was wrong to turn my back on you. I think about it. Let me think about it. I understand. We hang up. A few days later, I agree to meet. At a park, neutral ground, Aunt Carol shows up with gifts for the kids. Nothing expensive, just thoughtful. Books Emma mentioned liking. Dinosaur toys for Noah. I'm sorry, she says again. I should have asked more questions, should have looked at evidence instead of just believing. Yes, you should have. Can you forgive me? I don't know yet, but I'm willing to try. That's fair. We watch the kids play. Your mother asks about you, she says. I don't want to know. She regrets. Carol, I love you, but I don't want to hear about her regrets. She made her choices. I made mine. She's still your mother, and I'm still her daughter, the one she tried to help steal from. Carol is quiet. Then, you're right, I'm sorry. If you want to be in our lives, that's great, but not as a messenger for them. Understood. She keeps that promise. Visits once a month, takes the kids for ice cream, sends birthday cards. Never mentions my parents. Never pushes reconciliation, just shows up consistently, proving through actions that she's changed. That's all I need, not words, actions, proof. The same thing I demanded in court, the same thing I'll always demand from anyone who wants access to my life, to my kids. Show up, be consistent, prove it, or stay away. Those are the options. 2 years after the lawsuit, I refinance. Better rate, lower payment. The title is clear, no clouds, no disputes. Just my name. Sole owner. The mortgage officer congratulates me. Everything looks great. You've built excellent equity. I think about that. Equity. Not just in the house, but in my life. Stability, security, peace. I built it, despite everything, despite the lawsuit, the family betrayal, the attempts to take it. I built something that lasts. Emma is 10 now, confident, smart, kind. She doesn't remember much about the lawsuit, just vague memories of court, of tension, but no lasting trauma. Because I protected her, shielded her, made sure home stayed safe. Noah is 8, happy, creative, loving. He never knew differently, just knows this is home. These are his rooms, his space, his security. They both know home is safe. I made sure of it. I get a letter from the district attorney. Derek pled guilty to attempted fraud, forgery in the 3rd degree, probation, community service, fines, no jail time, but a criminal record, consequences. Finally, I don't feel victorious, just complete. The story has an ending, not a happy one for everyone, but a just one. My parents never faced charges. Their role was supporting Derek, not forging documents. Legally, they're clear. Morally, that's between them and their conscience. I hear through Carol, they moved to another state, closer to Derek, to support him through this difficult time. Of course, always supporting him, never me. Even now, even after everything. I'm okay with it, truly okay, because I built a life without them. A good life, a peaceful life, one where my kids learn that love doesn't mean surrender. That family means protection, that home means safety. Always. 5 years after the lawsuit, Emma graduates middle school, top of her class. I sit in the audience, crying proud tears. She gives a speech about resilience, about home, about family. My mom taught me that family is who shows up for you, who protects you, who fights for you when you can't fight for yourself. She looks at me, smiles. Thank you, Mom, for showing me what strength looks like. Standing ovation. I'm sobbing now. Happy tears, proud tears, grateful tears, because she learned the right lessons. Not bitterness, not fear, but strength, resilience, boundaries. After the ceremony, Hannah hugs me. You did good. I just loved them. You protected them. There's a difference. She's right. Love isn't enough. Protection matters. Boundaries matter. Safety matters. I taught my kids that, by example, by fighting for our home, by refusing to surrender. That night we celebrate. Pizza, movie, ice cream. Simple traditions, but meaningful. Noah asks, Mom, do you ever think about Grandma and Grandpa? Sometimes. Do you miss them? I miss who I wished they were, not who they actually were. What's the difference? I wish they'd choose me, protect me, fight for me. But they didn't. They chose your uncle over us, so I chose us over them. Was that hard? The hardest thing I've ever done. But you did it anyway? Because I had to keep us safe. He nods, understanding. In his 8-year-old way. Emma adds, you chose us. That's all that matters. Always, I'll always choose you, and I mean it. No matter what, no matter who. My kids come first, their safety, their home, their peace. That's my job. My purpose, my non-negotiable. 10 years after the lawsuit, I own the house outright. Final mortgage payment made, deed in my name, completely mine. I frame the final statement, hang it in my office. Reminder of what I built, what I protected, what I won. Emma is in college, studying law, wants to help people, protect people, like I protected her. She's brilliant, strong, clear about boundaries, about worth, about what she deserves. I taught her that, through example, through fighting, through refusing to accept less. Noah is in high school, artistic, sensitive, kind. He knows his worth too, knows home is safe, knows family means protection, not obligation. He's never met my parents, doesn't ask about them, they're just absent. Like some kids, grandparents are. It's normal to him, not a wound. Just reality. I kept them safe from that toxicity, from the manipulation, from the conditional love. They grew up knowing. Love is action, not words, not obligation, but choice. Consistent choice. I get a letter from my mother, first contact in 10 years, forwarded through Carol. I'm dying, cancer. I'd like to see you before I go. I read it. Feel nothing, no grief, no obligation, no pull, just nothing. I don't respond, don't visit, don't reach out. She made her choices, I made mine. This is the consequence, dying alone, without her daughter, without her grandchildren. Because she chose to side with Derek, to try to steal from me, to attempt perjury. Actions have consequences, even for parents, maybe especially for parents. Carol calls, she's asking for you. I know, will you go? No. She's your mother. She stopped being my mother when she sat on Derek's side in court. People make mistakes, and people live with consequences. Don't you want closure? I have closure. She doesn't get to demand my presence now, after everything. She's dying. We're all dying. Some of us just know the timeline. Carol is quiet. I can't make you go. No, you can't. But I think you'll regret it. Maybe. But that's my choice to make. My mother dies 2 weeks later. I don't attend the funeral, don't send flowers, don't acknowledge it publicly. Just move forward, with my life, my kids, my peace. Derek sends another letter through Carol. I'm sorry for everything, sorry for what I did. What I cost you, what I cost all of us. I read it, throw it away. Don't respond, some bridges burn, and you don't rebuild them, you just move forward, without them. That's okay, that's healthy, that's survival. 15 years after the lawsuit, I retire. Early retirement, paid off house, savings, investments, security I built, despite everything. Emma is a lawyer now, working for a nonprofit, protecting families, fighting for children. Noah is an art teacher, working with kids, creating safe spaces, both of them thriving, both of them whole, because I protected them, kept them safe, gave them stability. They visit often, bring grandkids eventually. My grandkids, who Grome is safe, love is action, family is choice. I teach them what I learned. Document everything, know your worth, protect what matters. Set boundaries, stand firm, they listen, they understand. They grow up strong, clear, unafraid, because I broke the cycle. Refuse to pass down the manipulation, the conditional love, the toxic patterns. I built something different, something healthy, something safe, and it lasted through generations. That's the real victory. Not the lawsuit, not the house, but the cycle broken. The pattern ended. The safety established for everyone who comes after. That's legacy, that's worth, that's everything. On my 75th birthday, my kids throw me a party at my house, the house I fought for 50 years ago. It's still mine, still standing, still home. Emma gives a speech. Mom taught us that home isn't just a place, it's safety, security, peace. She fought for this house not because of the building, but because of what it represented. Stability for her children, a place we could grow, could thrive, could be safe. She looks at me. Thank you for fighting, for never giving up, for showing us what strength looks like, Noah adds, and thank you for teaching us that family is who shows up, who protects, who chooses us every day. I'm crying, happy tears, proud tears, complete tears because I did it, raised good humans, protected them, gave them what I never had, safety, consistency, unconditional love. My grandchildren are here, playing in the yard, where Emma and Noah played, where their children will play. Generations of safety, because I fought, one time 50 years ago, against my own family, against my brother, against my parents, for this house, for this peace. For this legacy. Someone asks, do you ever regret it? The fight, the family rift? I think about it, really think about it. No, I regret that it was necessary, but I don't regret protecting my children. Do you wish you'd reconciled with your parents? I wish they deserved reconciliation. But they didn't. That doesn't make you sad? It made me sad then, now it just is. Because that's the truth. The sadness faded, the grief passed. What remains is peace, security. The knowledge that I made the right choice. For my kids, for myself, for everyone who came after. That's enough. More than enough. I'm 82 years old now, still in my house, the one I fought for, 57 years ago. Emma wants me to move. Assisted living, mom, somewhere safe. I am safe, I'm home. But if you fall, then I fall, in my home, where I belong. She doesn't push. She learned. Boundaries matter. Choices matter. I choose to stay in the house I built, protected, kept. Some days are hard, stairs are difficult, maintenance is challenging, but it's mine, still mine. Noah visits daily, checks on me. Helps with things I can't do, not out of obligation, but love. Real love, the kind I taught him. Show up, be consistent, choose your people. He does. My great-grandchildren visit, wide-eyed and curious. Great-grandma, is this really your house? It really is. For how long? 57 years. Wow, that's forever. It feels like it sometimes. They ask about the photo by the door, the one from closing day, me and Emma and Noah, in an empty living room, all smiling. Who are they? That's your grandmother, Emma, your grandfather, Noah, and that's me, a long time ago. Why is the house empty? Because it was the day we moved in, the day it became ours. Why is that special? Because someone tried to take it, and we fought to keep it. Did you win? Yes, baby, we won. They run off to play. Noah sits beside me. You okay, Mom? I'm perfect. Thinking about the lawsuit? Always thinking about it, in some way. Regrets? None. Really? Really, I protected you, protected our home. That was the right choice. Even though it cost you your family, it cost me people who claimed to be family, but acted like enemies. That's different. He nods. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too. For what? For being exactly who you are, for showing up, for choosing love, for breaking the cycle. You broke it first, and you kept it broken. That matters. We sit in comfortable silence, in the home I built, protected, kept, for all of us, for generations. That's legacy. Not money, not property, but safety, passed down, through action, through choice, through love, real love. The kind that protects, not the kind that demands. That's what I leave behind. Not a house, but a legacy of safety, of boundaries, of worth. That's everything.